Hey everybody, Tony George. It's Tuesday. A little A10 basketball between St. Bonnies and the Dayton Flyers in Dayton in this game here tonight. Um, it's kind of that time of the year where it's right here, right now. You need to be looking at the last 4 or 5 games to see what kind of form a team is in versus overall numbers. So you break down statistical numbers into recent form, and you get a lot better read on the games. And this one here, um, I like the underdog. I'm going to make it short and sweet today. I like St. Bonnie's, even though they're on the road here. They just played George Mason in a 4-point loss. Bear in mind that George Mason might be the best team in the A10 outside of St. Louis. And we'll talk about St. Louis in a minute, because if you're not paying attention to St. Louis, you need to be. They're not going to be an easy out for anybody in the tournament this year in the big dance, because they'll make it. But George Mason's a 20-2 team and really good. It's them and basically St. Louis in the A10 and then everybody else. But Dayton's fallen on hard times. Speaking of St. Louis, they just played St. Louis on Saturday and got beat by 31 points and allowed 102, and that's their 4th straight loss in a row. I have this power rated 6. The line's 8.5. The form right now that St. Bonnie's is in is better than that of Dayton. And if you look at all the offensive and defensive metrics, especially offensively, they're even. But offensively, St. Bonnie's is a lot better. So I'm gonna take that good offense against a struggling offense right now, even though St. Bonnie's defense isn't all that good. I think they're like 4 points per game less than what Dayton allows, but at days in here, they're going to score enough to make this interesting and stay within the number, in my opinion. Give me St. Bonnie's tonight plus the 8.5 over Dayton to get the number covered. Dayton's going to be desperate for a win. It's very difficult to bounce back after a 31-point butt whipping. It really is, especially when you lost your previous 3 to lesser opponents. Just not in the cards right now to be laying that kind of number, in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and take the underdog here tonight. Got the winner for you last night, Stephen F. Austin. Over at the website, real quick, I'll be on Doc's Daily today on Tuesday live at noon Central, 1 Eastern with Lenny and Griff. We'll be touching on all kinds of different things, give you some free plays. Last week, I think I put out 3 plays on that show, and they all went 3-0. And by the way, speaking of free plays extra, I told you to follow me on Twitter, didn't I? If you follow me on Twitter at TGeorgeCapper, because my old Twitter account with 11,000 followers got hacked. I can't recover it. So I'm starting from square one. Want to get some of my followers back. I told you I would put out courtesy free plays. I started doing that a week ago. We're unbeaten. Unbeaten. Didn't do one yesterday. I'll do one today. Matter of fact. Go follow me at TGeorgeCapper. The one we put out, I think it was Sunday, was Kansas State's team total under 71, and they scored 61. So we're giving you some free stuff on the Twitter account. So go follow me. Speaking of free, Doc Sports will give you a free $60, link in the description below, or a tab on the upper left-hand corner of the website. Never been a member of Doc's? We'll park $60 in any new account. Comes with a profit guarantee. Yeah, comes with a guarantee, profit guarantee, or you get credits carried over to the next day to use again on the house. And no hassles. DocSports.com. That's where you need to be. We have a 3-pack today in college basketball, a 4-unit, a 3-unit, and a 2-unit play for a 9-unit card. We went 1-1 on Monday after winning 3 straight days. The problem was we lost North Carolina Central. Laid 3, they won by 2. That one hurt. So we lost 4 units yesterday. We'll get it all back today and then some. Come on. Dare me. 4-unit NHL. You know, the NHL's taking about a 3-week break during the Olympics. So a few plays left in there. But we won last night in the NHL. Got a 4-unit bet. But this is the best bet on the board. Doesn't mean it needs to be a 6 or 7 or an 8-unit play. It's the best bet on the board. Singled out. Nail it. Get done. NBA prop card 2-pack. I don't like the NBA today. There's a lot of injury issues surrounding almost every game and some question marks. Just so you know, if you just started doing this, and I've been doing it for a living for 35 years, if you don't know who's playing, it's kind of hard to handicap a game. FYI. Just FYI. Doc Sports, place to be. Super Bowl pick will be out on Thursday. Doc Sports Prop Madness Super Bowl edition show will be out tomorrow with myself and Nick Menken. The Prop Madness shows, when we did all year long, hit about 65% of our picks for you during the regular season of the NFL. On that show, we'll have 5 or 6 free plays for you for the Super Bowl for you to think about. And the Super Bowl prop card will also be out on Thursday. Last year, we had 10 picks for the Super Bowl, including a 7-unit top play. We went 9-1 and hit the 7-uni. Expect another one like that this year. Doc Sports, that's where you need to be.